This video is only for CEOs and business owners who wants to make a boatload of money with AI. So let's get into the question of how can we implement AI into our business. And if you don't know me, my name is Felix. I've helped over 32 companies get a very positive return on investment on AI. I'm talking 10x, 20x, 100x, which means that if you pay me $10,000, I will give you $1 million back. All right. It's just a matter of time. So the first point when you are trying to figure out what should I do with AI? Like if you're sort of overwhelmed with all of the models dropping out and you're just using a little bit of ChatGPT right now, the number one question you need to ask yourself before doing anything, before starting any sort of project, before downloading any sort of agent from the internet is, what is the constraint of your business? Because let me tell you that if you are not trying to figure out the constraint of your business, now I'm talking about the theory of constraint. If you're not trying to figure out sort of the limiting factor of your business, you are not growing your business at all. It doesn't matter if you automate everything else, like you could be like Elon Musk automating like 50 different things of your business, but if it's not your constraint, your business will not grow. You'll only grow the sort of potential of your business. So you have to start thinking do I need more sales? Do I need more capacity? Am I demand or am I supply constraint? And obviously, most businesses around the world are demand constrained. So usually where you should start is by getting more customers. So how can we use AI to get more customers, to improve customer acquisitions? Are there any, what can we automate? How can we get more leverage with AI? And that's usually where we start almost any project. So one easy example could be, just creating a better funnel. So what is our current way of getting customers? Are we sending out cold emails to prospects? Are we sending out personalized, it could be essentially create a system where we automatically send out personalized emails to our ideal customer, and then once they respond to it, we will automatically send a message, we'll automatically send them a link, get them to a landing page that is optimized with AI for conversion, then book them, then have meeting notes on the call, send them a proposal immediately. There are many steps that we can automate. But my point here is that you first want to look at your constraint. Or if you're supply constraint, you're max capacity right now. You're a consultant working 12-hour days and you're wondering, hey, how can I scale from 10,000, 20,000 a month to 2 million a month? And if that's the case, you sort of need to figure out, okay, how can we actually create a scalable business model and then automate things with AI? And obviously, there are what are the sort of delivery steps taking up your time right now, or what is eating up your week? And then we'll start from there and we would start automating that. And the second step, once you sort of know the constraint of your business, you should only focus on that. Don't do anything else. Only focus on one thing of the one constraint of your business. And once you sort of know the problem, all right, so my problem is that I don't have enough customers. All right, Felix, what do I do now? I know the problem, but what is the solution? All right, I'm very glad you asked. Let me tell you the solution. So the solution then is to sort of write the logic on paper. So be really clear with, all right, what exactly is the process right now? And the more detail you put into this, the easier it will be then to automate it. And now, once you have put in the details on paper, I would just feed it into Claude or any other sort of LLM. And then from there, sort of figure out, hey, Claude, how can I automate this process? And then you go step by step through how does the process look like right now? And if you can articulate your problem, it's usually possible to then automate it as well. And obviously you need to be able to sort of quantify the process, and you need to have the technical skills to do it. But this is sort of what I help a lot of business owners with. A lot of business owners, they know their problem, they can articulate their problem, and then I just tell them, all right, let's automate it this way. And then I'll sort of usually do some custom code, or I'll create them an agent that sort of solves the problem. But this, if you do it yourself, this will help you a lot. Or if you use an AI partner like myself, it will also be very useful, because you can just give me the problem, it will be fast, and you'll get great results. And then the third step, once you have done the process, once you have figured out your problem, you have put the logic on paper, and you have built the agent or the software that solves your problem, you need then, the final step is to put in a person who's responsible for it and add in feedback loops. What do I mean by this? Well, with AI, like it's good marketing to say that, hey, just automate everything. Just, I used Claude to automate my whole business in 24 hours or whatever. And it sounds so good, and now I'm like drinking a pina colada at the beach or whatever. But it sounds very good on paper, but in reality, that's not how it works, because someone always needs to be responsible for the AI. Someone has to sort of take the risk, be responsible, and make sure that the AI is working properly. So you need to decide who on your team is going to have this, who's going to be responsible. And if you're the CEO, you will finally be responsible. And if you're a smaller team, you might be the one responsible for these tasks. But you need to have someone to sort of oversee the processes and also make sure that the AI is self-improving. So you want to make sure that you keep the data and you create in feedback loops that sort of build and make the AI better over time, because usually your processes will improve. And usually, if you're, for example, talking about customer acquisition and doing personalized cold emails or doing ads or something like that, usually it requires that you optimize things over time, because nothing stays the same in business. The only guarantee is that things will change over time. And this is especially true in business. It's definitely true in any market. So you need to obviously improve your process over time. You want to always be split testing different things. So if you're doing, for example, an outreach campaign, you want to split test different methods, different copy. So to sort of, based on data, make sure that you are using the most optimal things. So always be split testing, always be doing tests, have someone responsible for it, and you will be good to go. You will be able to make a boatload of money. And if you want my help on this, if you want me to look at your business, you can book a meeting with me. It's a call. I'll, in 20 minutes, go through your business. I'll tell you exactly what I would automate first. We'll figure out your constraint. And if it makes sense, if you can afford to have my beautiful services, we can then talk about that. If not, that's no worries at all. I'm quite supply constrained at the moment, so no worries at all. Just here to give you some value. Hopefully enjoy the video. If you are one of 3 subscribers on this channel, I would love to see a comment from you. Like, what are the things that you're struggling with right now? What are questions that I could answer in the next video? If nothing else, have a wonderful rest of your day. I wish you all the best. I wish you some great money-making abilities, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye. Bye-bye.